Yo, what is up and welcome back. My name is Joe Tuck and I'm a Cleveland, Ohio-based artist. Now, naturally, I like to keep a lot of art around my house. I think it's one of the best ways to decorate. But with social distancing, anytime I have a guest over now, we're in the backyard, which was really lacking in terms of art. Now, being that I live in a rental, I couldn't just paint a mural on our back fence and had to come up with a bit less permanent of a solution. So today I have for you one of the biggest stencil projects I have ever done, coming in at 8 feet wide and 4 feet high. There are 20 layers of stencils in this, and I have well over 100 hours in this piece. Like always, I had a blast painting this and loved the outcome. Without any further ado, let's get into it. Starting off, I knew that I wanted to have one big image that was then repeated several times in different colors, so it looked like it had tracers behind it or that you were seeing it in shutter vision. I eventually decided on an astronaut and got to work in Photoshop making this template. Let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in seeing a video about the digital work I do before I started painting. After my template was ready to go and taped together, I then buckled up for what would be 2 full weeks of cutting stencils. As you can see here, this piece had hundreds, if not thousands, of these tiny little pieces that had to be cut out. At one point, one of those little pieces flew up and into my eye, where it decided to stay for the next 24 hours. Luckily, it came out, and no damage was done, but I have not cut a stencil since without safety glasses on. Safety first, people. Other than that though, I just kicked back, cut stencil, and listened to a ton of podcasts. So I started off with 1/4-inch plywood, and since this was going to be hanging outside, covered the entire thing, front, back, and sides, in many coats of a waterproofing primer. That other board there got the same treatment and is now being used as an outdoor projector screen. Next, I covered the whole thing in exterior paint. I then brought it inside because there was just too much dust and debris in the garage, and it was also about 1,000,000 degrees in there. From there, I measured out where everything would be and used some white charcoal to block everything out. This piece actually took a lot of measuring to get all 5 astronauts evenly spaced as well as perfectly centered. Once everything was blocked in though, I could start painting. Now, I'm not filling in the entire astronaut here, just because they do overlap, and I didn't want to waste the paint. Same thing here, except I covered the second astronaut with the cutout, so I wouldn't get any paint from the first astronaut on the second. After only 2 layers, I gotta say, this is looking really good. Now for layer 3. I usually do all my darkest values last, but for this piece, it worked better not to. So here, I wanted to do this white layer on all the astronauts all the way across, but honestly, the stencil went on pretty terribly, and I did not like how the white looked. Yo, I got the white layer on. Really not happy with it. Not only did it go on pretty poorly, but it kind of washes everything out, really hides the color. I thought about using it for every top layer on the piece, but I think we'll just get lost in a sea of white. So, time to fix it. All right, take 2. Well, it's the next day, and after looking at that all night, I'm honestly really happy I made the decision to switch out that white. I think the light green really helps tie everything together. Now, obviously I still have a lot of work to do cleaning that up and fixing the mistakes that the white had, but definitely will be worth it in the end. As you can see, there is a ton of paint bleed under the stencil on the white layer, which is why you can see a lot of it still even though the light green went down. Luckily though, I'm able to fix that later. Because that white bled so much, I had to go back in with a brush and clean it all up. But again, not a big deal, since I had to clean up all the outlines anyways. that white looked terrible as a top layer, but pretty great as a signature if you ask me. I then coated the entire thing again, front, back, and sides, in what was called spar urethane. I read online that it could be used for boats, so I figured it could waterproof a painting. I wanted to use Velcro to mount this to the fence, just so I'd still be able to pull it off and store it over the winter. Time to take it outside. Let's see it. Well, there you have it. This one's definitely been a journey from start to finish, with narrowly escaping eye injury and having to redo parts of the piece. I am incredibly happy with the end result and hope you had as much fun with this one as I did. Anyways, that's it for today. Go ahead and like this video if you enjoyed it, leave a comment, and subscribe for more. I can be found on Instagram at TheRealJoeTuck for more art and some behind the scenes content. As always, it's been real, it's been fun, it's been real fun. Peace.